on the bold topics and I am Anandamai. In 19th century, Ambedkar struggles for equal rights for untouchables. In March 1927, Ambedkar organized one of the most popular civic rights movement. The movement Mahatma Satyagraha asserted right of untouchables to have access to drinking water from public tank. On 25 December 1927, the movement called for public bringing of Manu Smriti, the sacred text of Hindus, which sanctified caste-based restriction in society at Mahad. The act was a symbolic victory of Ambedkar against the caste-based practices in Hindu society. Ambedkar soon launched another satyagraha for entry into Kalaram temple at Nasik in May 1930. Ambedkar believed that by facilitating access of untouchables to hitherto restricted public utilize and palace of worship, caste Hindus will gradually accept untouchables as equal and hence dance their social status. He believed these struggles would lead to change of heart among caste Hindus and reform within Hinduism. While this struggle brought forth the reformist Jalin Ambedkar, they also brought in relief his disappointment with caste Hindus. The more Ambedkar struggled against caste inequalities, the more resistance he received from caste Hindus. One of the biggest resistance for him come from M.K. Gandhi. While Ambedkar constantly attacked caste system and spoke of its annihilation, Gandhi refuted Ambedkar's position on caste. For Ambedkar, caste system represented the most anachronistic social institution in modern times and one of the most oppressive form of social stratification. For Gandhi, it represented a unique system of division of labor which provided stability and coherence to Indian society. Gandhi believed the caste system to be a unique feature of Hindu society which promoted cooperation among distinct caste groups as against competition and conflict among different social categories in Western society. For Gandhi, the system was the basic system of social division in society and all castes must follow the Varna scheme. When confronted with the inhuman practice of untouchability in caste system, Gandhi explained it as an aberration that must be done away with. The devotee Hindu in Gandhi never allowed him to denounce caste system per se. Gandhi feared that if the caste system is attacked, it would lead to disintegration of Hindu society for which he was never prepared. Gandhi's approach to eradicate untouchability was only to rid Hinduism of its most virulent disease, but for him the social organization of Varna scheme remained sacrosanct to Hindu social order. Ambedkar, on the other hand, could not accept any justification for caste-based social system and found the Varna scheme to be the image of Indian society. Ambedkar soon realized that caste Hindus may at the best become uncomfortable with the practice of untouchability, but they could not dare say the logic of caste system. Ambedkar gradually realized that the logic of caste system is so intricately interwoven into the religious text of Hinduism that if one condemns caste system, one cases to be good Hindu, and if one wishes to remain a good Hindu, one cannot secretly condemn caste system. It was the predicament that led Ambedkar to affirm that the solution of emancipation for untouchability and caste tyranny lies in abdicating Hinduism. The flashpoint between Ambedkar and Gandhi erupted in 1932 when, through Ambedkar's efforts, Prime Minister Ramsay MacDonald granted a communal award to depressed classes. As per the award, depressed classes were treated as minorities entitled to separate electorates. Gandhi saw the award as a major setback to Hindu society society due to award. Gandhi was ready to concede special status to religious minorities, but to permit untouchables be treated as separate minority groups was too much for Gandhi to accept. In order to quash the communal award to depressed classes, Gandhi decided to fast unto death. To undo the award, Ambedkar's acceptance was critical. Ambedkar did not yield to Gandhi's demand initially, but with rising pressure from the newly developed situation, Ambedkar had to give way. Ambedkar visited Gandhi in Yerwada prison and accepted his suggestion for a panel system rather than separate electorates. The agreement between Gandhi and Ambedkar was signed in September 1932 as Pune Act. As a result of this Pune Act, McDonald's communal award for depressed classes was abrogated. Ambedkar always felt that through Pune Act, a historical opportunity for uplift of depressed classes was lost and his trust in Gandhi's policies diminished. After his failed struggle to evidence sufficiently honest and radical support from caste Hindus to eradicate caste system, Ambedkar had set his mind on religious conversation. In 1935, in a conference at Yola, Ambedkar announced that though he was born a Hindu, he will not die a Hindu. At this conference, the participants of depressed class resolved to abandon Hindu religion. However, which religion to convert into was to be taken by Ambedkar later on after his long deliberation with members of other religious organizations. The decision culminated in mass conversion of untouchables to Buddhism in 1956 as mentioned earlier.